Oops. Totally in the sort of justice mood. Totally thought I could just like eat myself over in that direction. Yeah, that's not quite how traversal works in Genshin. In fact, traversal's pretty unuser-friendly in Genshin. Gotta remember that. I want to play some more Duet Night Abyss. Quite forgotten about that game until now. Still haven't played more Blue Protocol, which I should be doing.
Tighnari's place. Tighnari's place. Ah! Here it is!
This place is tiny. How have you already forgotten where he lives? Well, Sino is here. Or is it Setos? I can just see purple. Yeah, there he is.
Looks like the whole gang's here. Oh, and Layla's here too.
Did she just pronounce his name correctly as well?
But, oh.
I was talking over it.
She doesn't look too good. Did something happen?
Hi, everyone. It's been a while. Is everything okay here? Just throwing my presence upon you unrequested. You're welcome.
Ah, Paimon, Traveler. It's good to see you.
I'm glad you think so. I still hate your design.
I'd welcome you like a proper host, but I'm a bit busy at the moment. Apologies.
That's fine. No worries. This seems serious.
No need to look that worried.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't, but
My
sure.
observations indicate Miss Layla's condition has improved quite a bit.
Yay?
There's no danger to her mind. She's just fatigued and needs some rest.
I mean, that's no different to normal Layla, but the fact that you think that there might be some danger to her mind is concerning.
Excuse me for a moment while I blend some calming incense. I'll let you two explain the situation.
Incense stirs at my allergies. Please don't burn it.
All right. What happened was, Sethos and a few members of
he
the Temple of
pronounces it
Silence
Sethos.
rescued Layla,
Blech.
who was out in the desert trapped in a state of delirium.
She had to be rescued? Oh, that sounds bad.
That's all you're gonna say about it, Sino? I mean, we don't want people jumping to conclusions.
That's all I can say about it. The person involved is unable to explain what happened to her, so we're limited in what we know.
Sorry. My head. Still dizzy. The moons. The moons. Exactly how many are there?
Currently in existence? 2. False moon, real moon. The moons? Well, her ability actually uses a moon.
She's been repeating that phrase over and over again, but she can't seem to remember what happened to her.
Does she remember where she was?
We tried a few things back at the Temple of Silence, but we couldn't recover her memories. Her symptoms are kind of similar to researchers in the Satyavada life state. So we brought her to Tighnari to see if our veteran forest watcher had any other ideas.
No, that's a great idea. And you know what I also tremendously appreciate? The fact that her hair is not clipping on the seat. It would have been so easy to just have it clip and no one would have cared except me. But they've gone to the trouble of having her hair actually sit with her. Thank you.
Tighnari is pretty much our last option, so let's hope he can help.
The good news is, even if restoring her memory is a no-go, we can help with the headache at least. Jur was in a similar state
Positivity.
when we found him. Delirious and mumbling to himself, but he's more or less back to normal now. Sorry, I should give you some context first, huh?
I just assumed it was from the previous story quest that I haven't done yet, gotta be honest.
We should let Miss Layla get some rest. Come with me, you two, and I'll introduce you to the other victim of this incident.
Interesting that there are 2 victims of the incident you don't even know has victimized people.
Good idea. I'll wait for Tighnari here and keep an eye on our patient.
All right then, this way.
Define this way.
Something strange is going on.
Quite clearly. That's all you have for me? Rude. Where would you have me go? Down, up, across, across.
Who did the Ajalenok not offend? I just don't get it.
Hey, Jur. Still musing about Aji Laynok nuts, huh? Want me to have Sino come over and tell some jokes? Might help distract you.
No. No need. I'm done.
I like jokes. Yeah, that's one nutty idea that's not all it's cracked up to be.
Don't encourage him.
I know, right?
Well, sorry for interrupting the Aji Knock talk, buddy. Next time, just say, Aji, hey knock.
Hold on. So, what's the deal with the Ashilenok nuts? Other than the bad Sino jokes.
I don't know the reference.
We'll get to that. But first, introductions are in order. This is Jur, a member of the Temple of Silence. And you remember the Traveler, right, Jur?
Is this from the story quest I haven't done?
Of course. I'd never forget a participant in the Rite of Duels or the hero who saved Sumeru.
Participant in the Rite of Duels. Yeah, I got nothing.
Awesome. Could you go over what happened to you one more time, Jur? Our valiant hero is gonna help us get to the bottom of it.
She's pointing to herself like, huh? I am?
Might as well join since you're here, am I right? Just hear him out. You're gonna want to uncover this mystery once you do. I'd bet on it.
Well, I was on an expedition in the desert not too long ago when I got caught in some quicksand.
Okay.
Later, it became obvious it wasn't normal quicksand because instead of sinking to my death, I fell into an undiscovered ruin.
Sir, can I remind you for the 1000th time that that's not how quicksand works. You literally will not die in quicksand. It doesn't work the way it does in movies. Because of the displacement of sand and how body matter and weight works, you will only sink to your chest. You will not die unless, get stuck there and you die of exhaustion. But you're not going to drown and sink into it. You will only sink up to your chest. No matter how tall or short you are, how fat or how skinny, you will only sink to your chest. Just putting it out there.
In my panic,
Again.
arms and legs flailing about. I suspect I touched some things I shouldn't have.
Gosh, the way you put it.
Because in that brief moment, an enormous amount of information came surging into my mind. I would hesitate to even call it knowledge, because my brain had no capacity to process the information. To use an analogy, it would be like trying to stuff thousands of Agelenok nuts into a small water skin without it bursting.
Are these nuts things that we can gather in the wild in Sumeru? Because that title is completely unfamiliar to me.
Sorry again with the Agelenok nuts, I know.
It's fine. We're getting to that part of the story anyway.
True. Well, just as I was on the verge of madness, a single phrase broke through the storm of thoughts in my head. It was a man's voice saying, "Don't eat Agelenok nuts."
What?
Okay.
I know it's hard to believe, but that's what happened. I was saved by the phrase, "Don't eat Agelenok nuts."
What do you mean, saved by the phrase? What does that even mean? You mentioned a man's voice. Do you know who it was?
I'm not sure. I'm not even certain it was a man's voice. It's hard to remember now that I've been repeating it so much myself.
Well, stop repeating it.
Anyway, the good news is I no longer feel like my head is going to explode. Of course, the bad news is that phrase has been stuck in my head for the past few days.
Wow. But doesn't it have the opposite effect? Like, the more you say don't eat it, the more you want to eat it?
Yes, that's exactly right. Whoever the voice belongs to, I don't know what his deal is with those nuts.
Well, the world's a big place. There's bound to be people who don't like sweet stuff.
I suppose. Strangely enough, I'm starting to think the voice belonged not to a man, but a cat.
I'm sorry, what? What?
A cat? How?
And also, if you thought it was a man's voice, how is it suddenly becoming a cat after days of hearing a man's voice in your head?
That's the question, isn't it? What would a cat be doing in an abandoned ruin like that?
But for you to think it was a cat's voice speaking to you, you need to have seen that it was a cat. Otherwise, you would just say it was a male's voice, no? Okay, so you saw a cat.
Just as my mind was reaching its breaking point, I could have sworn I heard the sound of a cat guiding me to exit.
Yeah, but who says the sound of the male voice was coming from the cat?
When I came to, all I saw was endless desert, and Sethos shaking me in a desperate attempt to wake me up.
I'll admit, it was pretty terrifying seeing you like that. Staring off into space and mumbling about Agelenok nuts.
You sure don't sound terrified.
Sorry. It's not that I don't care. It's just kind of hard for rambling about Agelenok nuts to sound menacing.
How many times must we say that phrase?
Now, what Layla was saying, on the other hand, That is much creepier.
You mean about the number of moons? A pertinent question, I might add.
Exactly. The unknown is what breeds fear. Agile knocknuts are familiar. But the moon suspended above us at night? That's about as foreign as it gets.
I disagree, but okay.
Well, we don't know that for sure. There could be a whole other world inside an Agile knocknut with a moon of its own.
Sir, take your ridiculousness elsewhere, please.
Huh. I guess.
No, there's nothing to guess.
Agile knocknuts are not to be underestimated.
Sweet baby Jesus, stop saying it.
Right, yeah, of course. Won't catch me disparaging the mighty Agile knocknut.
Good
No,
Lord.
sir.
Are we on a counter for how many times I've used the phrase?
Huh. So, a similar thing happened to Layla then?
Was she in the exact same location as Jer? That's the real question.
Yeah, I think so. I was in a hurry to rescue Jur, so I put a marker on the incident site so we could go back and investigate. When his condition stabilized, we doubled back around to check and...
You discovered Layla in a similar condition, and so yes, she was in the same location.
Exactly.
At least she made it safely to the signpost, so you could find her easily enough.
Multiple victims with the same symptoms at the same location. It wasn't hard to conclude that something is seriously wrong with that place. So, after we got Layla out of there, I had the Temple of Silence put up a warning sign at the scene and send patrols to watch the area.
Is anybody gonna jump into the quicksand?
Speaking of, Sino, Tainari, and I are going to head back there and investigate once Layla is stable. So, as per usual, you're here just in time.
What a coincidence. Yeah, it sounds like you need all the help you can get.
That's for sure. But there's another reason I want Sino and Tainari involved in this. Because the story doesn't end there. Right, Jer?
Oh, yes. Where was I? The Agile knocknuts butted in and I... Right. Yes, the cat. As I followed the cat noises, the voice said something else. So, there are those from Tula who still endure. I thought that was strange, of course, because, well, was the voice referring to me?
Are you from Tulatula?
Records of my ancestry are rather sparse, so I'm not sure if my bloodline even traces back to that place.
Tulatula.
That's right. The Temple of Silence's place of origin.
Oh, yeah, I've got no reference for that.
And the home of Tainari's people. Plus, Hermanubis, who Sino and I both share a connection to, was one of the city's founders.
Yeah, about time I caught up on my story quests, because this was making no sense to me.
As the temple's current leader, if something strange happens in the desert, it's my job to get to the bottom of it. But it turns out, a lot of people have a horse in this race. And I'm not leaving any of them out.
Okay, well, count me in too.
See? Knew you'd join. But yeah, that's all we know about Jer's situation. Tainari should be done on his end. Let's head back and check on Miss Layla.
Could we please have more tall gentlemen? I don't like these small men. Flower seems wilted? What flower are you talking about? No idea.
Surely that little girl must be Muse.
Can you repeat that? What was that about a little girl? Layla, you feeling better?
How are you feeling? But don't speak if it's too taxing.
It's fine. I'm much better now, thanks. I feel like I haven't slept in 2 days, so pretty much back to normal. Whoa. That's your normal?
We know that's her normal, yes. Layla.
Traveler, Paimon, I thought I heard your voices earlier. Oh, and, I'm sorry.
About
Huh? You don't have to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong.
that we know of.
No, I just mean, I think I'm about to disappoint you.
Because you remember nothing.
My head was kinda muddled earlier, but I still heard your conversation. I know you're trying to figure out what happened to me, and I want to help, but I really don't remember anything.
Does your head still hurt?
No, I feel fine. The incense you made helped a lot. I'm still hearing those words in my head, but other than that, I'm okay. It's just all I remember are those words. Everything else is a total blank. One moment I was heading to the stargazing point I'd calculated, and the next, I was on my back in the sand. The same phrase playing over and over again in my mind. How many moons are there in the sky?
Sethos, did your friend Jur suffer from memory loss too?
Not really. His memories are blurry, but there aren't huge gaps like this.
But don't forget that Layla typically doesn't get sleep. So memory loss is actually quite normal for someone in her condition. So I wouldn't be too surprised if her situation is just exacerbated by that fact.
He remembers touching something. Someone talking, a voice mentioning Tuletula, and hearing a cat lead him to the exit.
A cat.
Did you hear it too?
Did you see it?
Huh? Now that you mention it, I think so. It was so soft. I thought I was imagining things.
Which means, at the very least, what the two of you experienced while escaping the ruin is consistent.
But is it true, or is this all an illusion they're suffering from?
A single sentence repeating in your heads, and the faint sound of a cat.
I feel like you're trying to get to some conclusion, but honey, that's not exactly anything to go off.
Still not a lot to go off of.
Yeah. Nothing at all to go off.
Agreed.
That's it, just
Oh, is your head hurting again, Layla? No, I was just thinking. Maybe my memories are blank because I was sleepwalking at the time?
Yep. See, that's what my train of thought was. Or along the same lines, anyway.
Sometimes my friends and classmates tell me about things I don't remember doing, or places I don't remember going. I don't talk about it a lot because, well, I don't even know how it happened. But
Aww.
I don't want my personal circumstances clouding your judgment.
Aww. She sounded so plaintive as she said that. Oh, Layla.
So I just wanted to mention that.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you for telling us. But I don't think we need to dwell on that for now. We're gonna check out the site of the incident for ourselves. So that should help us come to our own conclusions.
I still think you need to go through the sand. Even though it doesn't work that way. I'm with Tanari. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, Layla.
Okay. Then could I come too? I have to know what happened to me back there.
Sure, but on one condition. You need to be in tip-top shape before we head out. If your condition isn't stable enough before then, we'll have to figure out something else.
Of course. No problem.
Well, I'm more concerned about Tainari. You sure you'll be all right in the desert?
You say that like I'll evaporate on first contact with sand or something.
Oh, what an image.
Call it curiosity. If this concerns my ancestors, I want to figure out what's going on. Anyway, as long as I take things slow when the sun's out, I should be fine with the right preparation. Besides, it's a good idea to have a doctor on hand in case of emergencies.
Unless the doctor is the cause of the emergency.
So long as our doctor doesn't become the emergency.
I said it first.
Well, if that happens, I suppose I'll just have to rely on the kindness of my entourage to haul me back home.
Don't look to me. I'm not hauling you through the damn desert.
All right, well, that all sounds good to me. Let's meet in 2 days like we agreed.
Why? Seems kind of important to do now. Why are we waiting 2 days? Huh? Settle finds a map and marks that location for you. But why 2
You're and I are gonna head
days?
back to the Temple of Silence to
I
do
don't
some
get it.
research in the meantime. See you in a couple days.
It doesn't take you 2 days to read a few books, bro.
Sounds good.
Y'all are weird. No sense of haste.
What about you, Layla? If you feel like you need more rest, I can arrange a room for you to stay in.
We can knock you out so you can get some rest.
No need. I've asked enough of you as it is. Besides, I feel a lot better. I should make it back to my dorm, no problem.
You sure? Don't push it too hard, or you might end up sleepwalking along the way.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. I have other things I need to do anyway. Like letting my advisor and classmates know that I'm fine. Adjusting my stargazing schedule. Things like that. If I don't get it all done, I doubt I'll be able to sit still, let alone stay here and get some rest.
But Layla, sometimes you've just got to put yourself first, alright? Keep that in mind.
I'm not so sure that's...
You know what? I'll make sure she gets back.
a much better idea. Thank you, Traveler. Of course, if anything starts to feel off, come back for a checkup right away.
You'd better listen to him, Layla, or he'll feed you tasteless slop as a punishment.
Punishment? You're the one who caught a cold. You're supposed to eat light when that happens.
Yeah, look, I comfort eat when I catch a cold because usually when I get a cold, it makes my throat super sore. So I need the soft drink and the bubbles from Pepsi Max to go down the back of my throat. Yes, it hurts. Both of them hurt. But then it feels nice afterwards because it soothes. So I don't eat light when I'm sick. I tend to gain weight when I'm sick, which is funny because my brother loses weight like you wouldn't believe when he's sick.
Besides, with your nose stuffed up like that, you couldn't taste anything to begin with.
Taste isn't just the nose, I'll have you know, sir. Taste is also from, taste buds. But yes, a lot of it does rely on your sense of smell.
Huh. Is that so? And here I thought it was an in-taste-to-know issue.
Should have seen that coming. You're off the clock, so now it's time for puns, huh?
Oh, brother, not this again.
We'll just be leaving.
Don't worry, Paimon. I understand. If you want me to stop, then
Uh-oh, what is it?
you'll have to call a plumber. Tell them someone's gotta pipe down.
Why is she so ecstatic about that one?
This is getting more insufferable by the second.
I don't know why the Traveler liked
Quit
that one.
socking it already, please.
Got it, Paimon. One sock in coming right up. Okay, I don't really know why we're getting on board with this weirdness. Is this a cultural thing? I don't really get it.
Paimon's done with this game.
I just don't get it.
You win, okay? Let's just get out of here.
I get put a
Please.
sock in her mouth and she was taking it literally like that. I understand what's happening. I just don't understand the appeal. Like, why? I don't know. As I said before, I feel like my maturity bar is significantly higher than the average person's. Okay, bye everyone. I'll keep Levick safe. And Paimon apparently mentally sound. No, that's an impossibility. We won't be doing the latter.
All right, you stay safe. I'll try to stay sane.
Good for you. And don't melt in the desert sun. Go back to Samara. Yeah, I had a feeling we'd be going back to Samara if we were escorting Layla. Is she going to the academia? I'm gonna go here just in case. No. We are going elsewhere. Oh, the market. Going to the market.